Another type of cell neurons can bind to are muscle cells. There are three types of muscle cells: cardiac muscle, never-tiring muscles found only in your heart and which are involuntary, meaning they are controlled by your unconscious mind; smooth muscle, which is also involuntary; and skeletal muscle, which is voluntary, meaning you have to consciously think to stimulate them. We will go over skeletal muscle here. We see a bundle of skeletal muscle cells called a fascicle. A single skeletal muscle cell has more than one nucleus and has a nerve junction connecting it to a nerve. To see how a muscle cell flexes, we must go inside the cell. There are rows of proteins stretched lengthwise across the cell, one of which looks like golf clubs, called myosin, and another which looks like a strand of DNA, called actin. These muscle cells contract by having the myosin proteins climb in a way toward each other, using the actin filaments as a ladder. They are prevented from doing this without a signal from the brain because a protein called tropomyosin, seen winding around the actin filament, blocks the myosin from getting a hold. When a signal reaches the muscle cell, however, ions, shown as the glowing spheres, are let in. These cause the tropomyosin to get moved out of the way by a protein called troponin. The myosin proteins are then able to climb the actin filament. They start this when an ATP bonds to the myosin head. This causes it to detach from the actin filament. A phosphate group breaks off of the ATP, turning it into ADP, and also causing the myosin filament to cock its head into a high-energy position. When the ADP detaches from the myosin head, it causes the myosin to snap its head back to its starting position, in the process grabbing onto the actin filament and pulling itself forward. In this way, a muscle cell contracts and allows the body to interact with its physical environment.